I'm a channeler. You know what I'm saying? I tap into the higher frequencies and they channel through me into this world. Straight up, you know what I mean? And it happens because I allow it to happen. I accept it to happen. I am aware of it happening. I'm just connected on, a higher level, on a divine level. Just the way the instruments were sounding, I was like, yo, Kirk, you gotta give me these type of drums, like the juicy joints. I was like, you gotta do it something like, don't sample nothing, but just do it like this type of feel, you know what I'm saying? Can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Die from the sicknesses if we don't seek the health. All eyes be my witness when I speak was felt. Full house on my hands, the cards I was dealt. 3 Ks, 2 A's in America. I'm just a black space spawned out the nebula. I put the 3 Ks in America, you know what I mean? You know what that's for, the super corrupted side of the country. A kid came up to me, like this really small kid, he was probably 7, 8. And he's like, Joey, I heard your new song, 3 Ks, 2 A's in America. And that shit just keeps replaying in my head like, wow, like that kid is gonna forever like just grow up and know that America because of me. And everything I do is say the date is worthwhile will for sure inspire action in your first child. I'll be getting my first now. I was binge watching a whole bunch of Dr. Umar Johnson speeches. Not only Umar Johnson, but Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey has a quote where he says, everything you do today that is worthwhile will inspire others to act at some future time. Sometimes I speak and I feel like it ain't my words, like I'm just a vessel channeling inside this universe. I feel my ancestors invested inside of me, like they want me to shoot my chance and change the society. How do I go about it? Tell me where I start. My destiny rerouted when I chose to follow heart. I've always been wanting to do music, but when I was going to high school, I had a musical partner that I made music with. We knew our paths was gonna separate because we wouldn't get accepted into the same high school. So we decided to pursue different dreams. You know what I mean? So he pursued football, I went to pursue acting. But I knew that if I chased music, then, school would start to decline, the acting thing would start to decline because I had to keep my grades up for that. And I was just like, yo, fuck it. Like, this is my now and never moment right now. Like, that's when my destiny rerouted. You taught to follow suit, but tell me what to do for you, except where you down, now you trapped inside the cubicle, they built false. The first step in the change is to take notice, realize the real gains that they try to show us. 300 plus years of them cold shoulders, your 300 million of us still got no focus. Sorry, America, but I will not be your soldier. Obama just wasn't enough, I need some more closure. And Donald Trump is not equipped to take this country over. Let's face facts, cuz we know what's the real motives. Damn, Obama is out of presidency. I guess I could finally talk about this. Putting President Barack Obama in office for black people was of course a good thing, but what it did to us, our political selves, our just, it put us to sleep. Because a lot of black people was like, okay, my president is black, let me turn my back. You know what I'm saying? Let me not worry about what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it was almost like, look, you got a black president now. You ain't got nothing else to worry about. But still, it's still racism in America. It's still systematic prejudice. It's still stereotypes existing all over the country. I won't be fooled. Just because you gave me a black president don't mean that, all our problems is resolved. Don't mean that our history is erased. That's how I feel about it, and Donald Trump line is self-explanatory. In the land of the free is full of freeloaders. Leave us dead in the street to be their organ donors. They disorganized my people, made us all loners. Still got the last names of our slave owners. My last name is Scott. You know what I mean? I Googled Scott. It's a Scottish name. And so that comes from a type of Scottish slave owner somewhere down the line in my family bloodline. You know what I mean? That ain't my real family name. I know that. I Googled my other family name, which is Virginie. That's a French name. You know what I'm saying? So that comes from a French slave owner. And it makes sense because my mom's side of my family is from St. Lucia. They speak broken French. You know what I mean? So that shit opened my eyes like crazy. I'm like, damn, we still got the last names of our slave owners. Trickery in the system, put my niggas in prison. All our history hidden, ain't no liberty given. We all fit the description of what the documents written. You know, the ghettos are not just bad because they're bad because they have no other options. You ever look at a project, and this is something I got from the OG RZA in his book. You look at the projects, you know, everything is right there so those people don't gotta leave. That's how they call it a project experiment. You got the projects, you got the laundromat across the street, you got the school down the block, you got the corner stores, you got the grocery store right there too, and then you know what else? You know what completes the whole shit? You got the prison. You got the prison, the precinct right there. You know what I mean? So we've been lacking the vision and barely making a living. We too worried to fit in while they been benefiting. Every time you submit it, we all guilty, you admit it. The law won't get you acquitted, but you still ask for forgiveness. But opiates and syringes, then inject his religion. Now, I can't remember whose quote this is, but I'm going to go with Karl Marx. And the quote reads, "Religion is the opiate of the people." One of the most prominent convos that I've ever had with my mom was when I was about 7 to 8 years old, and we was just driving through my neighborhood. I was in the back seat. She's driving, just me and my mom in the car. We driving past a whole bunch of different churches. You know how Brooklyn is. You got the Pentecostal church here, and the Catholic church here. And so I just asked my mom, I'm like, what religion are we? Because, I know I got the girl with the job in my class, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what are we? And my mom told me the best thing she could have possibly told me. She said, we're non-denomination. That means we don't have a religion, but we believe in God. And that kept my mind open at an early age. Now, many times I gotta tell you I'm a man in a mission. Many times I gotta tell you I don't need no permission. A human with supervision ain't no living condition. I'm reaching out to my children, just hoping that they will listen. Start a new coalition against corrupt politicians. There's not enough pot to piss in, too many murder convictions. Not the family evicted, not the black man a victim. That's as real as it's getting. You should take recognition. I think the first thing that we can do is going to the United Nations and presenting our problems to the world. We can't present our problems in front of this country because this country knows what it has done to us.